Well, good morning, and welcome to Morning Gospel Fuel with Mr. G. Or welcome back. It is Sunday, July 18th, as I continue trying to make up for um, getting behind on the Gospels. And I think I've decided recently that I am going to begin for uh, personal decisions. For my own personal decision, I'm going to start recording these like 3 or 4 days in a row of Gospels. Still scheduling them one day at a time, but I'm not going to be doing them personally myself every single day because there's other things I want to take this time to do and stuff like that. But anyway, that's on my end, not yours. Otherwise, you can continue if you watch these regularly to enjoy. So anyway, today's gospel today is it's the 16th Sunday of Ordinary Time, and it is the feast day of Saint Bartholomew of Braga, and he was a Dominican from the order of preachers in the 1500s, and he is the patron saint of the Archdiocese of Braga. Today's Gospel is from Mark chapter 6, verses 30 through 34. Let's begin in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. The apostles gathered together with Jesus and reported all they had done and taught. He said to them, "Come away by yourselves to a deserted place and rest a while." People were coming and going in great numbers, and they had no opportunity even to eat. So they went off in the boat by themselves to a deserted place. People saw them leaving, and many came to know about him. They hastened there on foot from all the towns and arrived at the place before them. When he disembarked and saw the vast crowd, his heart was moved with pity for them, for they were like sheep without a shepherd. And he began to teach them many things. So we've got the return of the 12, because Jesus had sent them out 2 by 2 to go preach and to drive out demons and to heal, to cure the sick, all that stuff that many people think that only Jesus Christ can do and God the Father. But again, these 12 were your regular Joe Schmoes. These were just chips off the old block. These 12 apostles were. They were just your regular people that God just chose them, and they obeyed. And so that's why that's an argument that I oftentimes use of those who attack me and the Catholic Church and what I'm currently doing with my life, of potentially as I'm studying, knowing that the end of the game or end of the road is that I would be a priest in 6 more years if that's what God's calling me to do, which I'm still uncertain with. But people that attack the Catholic Church is virtually attacking me, and thinking that you don't need a priest or like all this other stuff. A priest can't do anything, and what's the point? But it's the same way of saying like these apostles can't do anything, but they did. Like clearly, we know this. They drove out demons. They cured the sick. They healed the sick. They preached the gospel, the truth of Jesus, and that is just what they did. They said yes to God's call, and but notice that knowing the amount of work and energy it takes, God told them. Jesus says, "Come away by yourselves to a deserted place and rest a while," because God knows that we need rest. That's why He gave us our day of rest, the Sabbath. That's why He gave us. He wants us to rest every single day. That's why that's why we go to bed every night. He wants us to be at rest, not only physical rest, but then also our spiritual rest with Him in prayer. And that's really our challenge for today, because we can only through prayer and through rest can we only restore ourselves and resurrect ourselves to help others, because it says that we're His heart is moved with pity a lot for the lost sheep. And too, as Christians, our hearts should be moved with pity for the lost sheep of those who are not Christian. But the challenge is we got to be able to refine ourselves so that we can get to the lost sheep. So we can't get to the lost sheep unless we, as sheep ourselves, spend time with God the Father in prayer every single day and try to grow in wisdom and understanding and knowledge, and also confidence in what it is that we're trying to portray through both our word and our actions. So that is our challenge: is how are we doing in our pathway to helping the lost sheep. So otherwise, have a great day. God bless, and keep it real. In the Father, Son, and Spirit. Amen.